Hi everyone, welcome to today's session in our career sessions. And today we are specifically talking about how to succeed in your careers. Basically, how do you get from one level to another? And the good thing about today is that I'm joined by one phenomenal lady, one lady who's been able to prove to us that actually it's very possible. It's indeed very, very possible for us to progress from one level to another in career in quite a very short time. And before I even preempt what happened, I am joined by one Sharon Otieno. I don't want to give much information about her because she's going to take us through her journey, and out of it we're just hoping that you're going to learn about a couple of things that we could take from her journey that could be able to help us know how can we be able to actually move from one level to another. So welcome so much.
Thank you,
nice
Jackie.
to see you once more.
Nice to see you too, Jackie.
It's rare to have an opportunity to get to see you. It's not always, it's never that always that I am seeing you. How are you?
I'm very fine. And I'm glad to be here today.
Okay, so you're most welcome, and just like I had introduced, or rather I have introduced this to the audience, today we are talking about basically how to progress from one level of career or one level of your profession to another. And as it is, Sharon would like you to take us through your journey. So first and foremost, introduce yourself rather to us.
So hello everyone, my name is Sharon Otieno. I am a Hatua alumni. I joined Hatua in 2013 at university level, where I pursued my undergraduate in medical biochemistry. I graduated with the first class in 2017, and from there transitioned into the job market.
Great. So now we are actually going to dive right into it. And so now I'm trying to think about 2017 is when you graduated, right?
Yes.
And I'm trying to imagine, like, how was your transition from now I am a student to someone who stepped your foot in the workforce? How was the transition? What happened? What happened?
So by the time that I was graduating, during my final year in undergraduate, I volunteered in a project called Heroes for Change, which was a community project aimed to enlighten the community on simple behavioral changes to just improve their health. So like hand washing with soap, face washing with soap, and proper feeding, just to ensure that children are not malnutritioned. So I did a project. At that time it was a project that was a partnership between Unilever, AMREF, Site Savers, and United Nations Population Fund. So I volunteered in that project during my fourth year for around 8 weeks, and from there were over 100 volunteers. I was among the top 10 volunteers nationally who were able to reach out to more than over 3 times my target, because our target audience was 1,000. I was able to reach out to over 3,000, and this put me out there to be able to be recognized and as one of the outstanding individuals. And maybe one of the things that really made me stood out in that project from over 100 university students was me working together with my teammates in the project, where we were able to organize an activity in Kibera, one of the biggest slums in Africa. So during that project, I was able to reach out to several people who are working in these partner organizations, and with that they were able to get to know who Sharon is and what actually I want to drive. They were able to see my passion and drive in the project, and this really made me stood out, and it actually helped me transition into the job market as a volunteer, because by the time I was going to these companies to apply for an internship, they had actually had a track record of the much I could do as a volunteer. So the question now came, how much can I do now as an intern? It gave me a safer landing, if I may say. So I joined Unilever as an intern in research and development personal care. So I did that for 4 months, unlike the 3 conventional months. So I did my internship for 4 months, and after the 4 months, I really did my best because I really wanted to be in that company. So during my internship, there was a project we were working on. It was one of the sustainable living plans of the company with regards to plastic recycling. So I really did my best. Even as an intern, I could leave work at 10 a.m. at 10 p.m. at some points, and this really, made my bosses to see the drive, the determination in me. They could even allow me to just run a project on my own as an intern. Wow. So this really, it really helped me. My internship helped me showcase the sense of responsibility and ownership even in the company projects. So there was a project that we worked on with regards to just changing some of the raw materials so that they can be more eco-friendly. And in that project, we were working with other partners. It's called Mr. Green Trading Africa. So after my internship, I must say, the company actually reached out, and the question was, Sharon, we just heard you left. Are you open for employment on this other side? So
just pause a little bit. Wow, that's quite a lot of information in quite a short period. And just to take you a little bit before you continue now, from where the company was contacting you. And I'm curious, when they got you for internship, you had started as a volunteer, you pushed yourself. Had you graduated by the time you were joining for internship?
Yes. So I particularly picked, I had done other internships before, the industrial attachments. As I mentioned, my background is in biochemistry.
Yes.
So one of the requirements for me to graduate was actually to do my industrial attachments. So I'd done all those. And when I picked the Unilever one to start in 2018, that's when I was actually completing all the other internships that I had. All the other internships that I had.
You had applied for.
The other internships that I had applied for previously. So I began my internship in 2018, January. I graduated in 2017, November. But even at the time of graduation, I'd done several internships from second year. Actually, I started doing my internship from second year. And they actually helped me understand the industry that I want to be in, because I went to the regulatory bodies, the KEBS. I did my internship in IP, intellectual property. I did my internship again in the lab, and then now I came to work in the corporate side, now moving to Unilever. And all these opportunities allowed me to actually get even to understand my interest and where I want to go to next after graduating. So that's when I moved now in 2018. That's when I started internship in Unilever. So I had actually graduated.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
You've said something else that you did your internship in Unilever for 4 months. Is that it?
Yes, I did
so
for 4 months.
What happened after 4 months, and which is this company that was contacting you after they heard you had left Unilever?
So actually, I won't say I'd left as per se, because these are people I used to work with during my internship. So they'd actually got to see the kind of work that I do. So I remember at one point they actually asked me, "What do you do here?" "Oh, you're an intern." "Oh, you're an intern." They're actually surprised. "You're an intern. So what next after your internship?" I remember that's the question that actually I was asked. What next after your internship? And the discussion was, once you're done with the internship, please make sure you reach out to us and inform us in case you don't move in this side. We are open to actually having you in our company. But I could not have reached out, I could not have met these guys or even have this discussion with them if it was not for the fact that I'd interacted with them as an intern. So it's called Mr. Green Trading Africa. The company basically is keen on collecting plastics from the waste product that is from the waste products. So they collect plastics, they recycle them and remake the raw materials that are used to package our products now, like the PEP bottles, the one that we use to drink soda, some of the packaging for our lotions, our jellies. So that's how actually they have the partnership with Unilever, and I had an opportunity to actually work with them. So after my 4th month as an intern, I moved to Mr. Green, where I was able to work for around 5 months. And after that, those 5 months, I moved from research and development. I moved to project management, because I was actually working in the project of now the collection of plastics, bringing on board new suppliers. And from there, an opportunity presented itself in Unilever, and I was among one of the candidates that were actually considered as potential fit for that role. So after the 5 months, I actually applied for that opportunity, and so I moved back to Unilever in November.